to Resident Evil. We are coming hot off the heels of the previous video where we got the 2 Chaos Emeralds. And I'll stop calling them that soon, I promise. And we also got the grenade shells from that room too, so let's go ahead and deposit those. 18, good stuff. And I'll go ahead and get rid of these ink ribbons too. We have 4 saves left. And we still have the helmet key to try to find where that door is. Or potentially multiple doors, I'm not sure, but there aren't that many left. But we have the red gem and the yellow gem, and with the red gem, we're gonna pick up that jewelry box that we got in the last video and examine it, or rather, combine it with the red gem. Which then lets loose all those pieces, and now we have a bit of a puzzle. But hopefully it won't be too bad. I think this goes here. One of these we definitely, and I think this, yeah. I remember you have to rotate at least one of them. I think I might have screwed this up already, actually. Yeah, because that's the centerpiece, so I'm going to... Maybe that's it. Oh wait, no, that doesn't look right. Oh, you know what? I just think I screwed up the first piece. I think that goes like that. Maybe not. Okay, no. No, we will not quit the puzzle, but we will remove this. Because I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty confident this goes right here. This is the centerpiece, which means that would go right there. And this fits very nicely. And okay, yeah, I just had to do this a different way. If I can get the right spot, okay. Slide that in there. Which means this goes right here. And our last piece. Yeah, I was really screwing up the rotation of this one. As soon as the game lets me place it just like that. There was a brooch inside, which I don't know about you, but this looks suspiciously like a key. And of course I examined the back of it, which doesn't enable us to get the key, but now it changed into a key. This is the emblem key. And we know exactly where to use that. That would be... Oh, I keep hitting inventory instead of map. That would be that locked door we passed that we... because it had the emblem of the Spencer family on the doorknob next to the door that Barry fixed for us. But more importantly, we have something to do a little closer, so yeah. This is a good key to hold on to. I think that door is the only use for that key, so we'll be able to discard it as soon as we make our way back over there. It's kind of nice going through the... Well, I was going to say it's kind of nice going through the mansion without having to worry about any zombies, but then of course I remembered the hunters. Oh, and then of course here's a zombie actually, but we don't need to go down that way because that's towards the chemical. We need to go into here with the tiger room. And of course combine the yellow gemstone with it because it is the tiger with yellow and blue eyes. Although the subtitles tell us the inscription says a tiger glowing with blue and yellow light, which is a little more cryptic, but we can read the sign just fine. Turning to the left gave us shotgun shells, but turning to the right gives us an MO disc. And it should also completely clear out this room for us. I think that's everything we can get. Oh, now I'm opening up the map instead of the inventory. So we can see Parasol 1200 on it when we move it to get rid of the glare. It appears to be a disk for rebooting a system of some sort. So it's pretty unclear right now. what we can do with that, but it will be important later for sure. And that room is clear. Our mansion is looking very, very well completed here. I'm kind of happy with that. I still need to go back to that room and figure out what is going on there and what I'm missing. I'll probably just end up killing these zombies in there, although one of them is the fast zombie, so hopefully he's gone, like he seems to be. And there's also that locked room all the way over there, too. That's connected to the save room. Oh, and there's a locked door right there as well. That's the death trap, the Indiana Jones death trap room, where we got the armor key, I think it was called. Alright, so where to go next? Let's think about it. Oh, right, let's get rid of the emblem key. Fastest way to get there would be... oh, to go right through here. And then go south to get back to the hallway where we picked up the VHS tape. That also lets us avoid any zombies that might actually be a danger to us, which that one was not. Yeah, and here's the dining room. Although there might be quite a few zombies in that the hallway that led to the puzzle where you push the armor sets into the wall to get a death mask, but hopefully that won't be too bad. And we will not be taking the extra time to see poor Richard. I probably could have found a quicker way to go about this. I think this is pretty slow, but it'll put us out on the second floor, and that's where we need to be, so. Oh, that door opened up and it was scary, but I'm not sure. Not sure who that was going to be. Probably just your regular zombie. Oh, that's the noise of hunters. And I have my handgun. Oh, jeez. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna try to dodge him. Oh yeah, they're jumping. Okay. Is there a third one down here? Oh, ouch. Okay, that really hurt. Thank you, Barry, for repairing the doorknob, but I did not need to see that text pop up when I had hunters chasing me. Alright, you use the emblem key. There's no further use for this key. Discard, yes. And that is one cool door with a big lion knocker. It's too dark to see anything. There's a switch here, press it. I'm gonna assume it's not too dark to see anything anymore. Will you take the battery pack? I think that brings us up to 4 now. This is a metal object, and we've seen something that looked a lot like this before. After we killed the Crimson Head, we picked up the stone and metal object, and this is just the center portion. And here's some more shotgun shells, which we definitely need. I really shouldn't have unequipped that, or I shouldn't have put that in the item box. An old-fashioned telephone. The cord has been cut. The contents are still intact. Maybe no one's been in here. That's a switch for the light again. It is a collection of scientific books. Almost all of them are biology related. Once again, even in the clear glass case here. And we clean this place out too. So it's good that we have this metal object. It's an object made from alloy. There's an emblem engraving. Nothing unusual, but that does look pretty cool. Can't really make it out super clearly, but still looks neat. Aesthetically. Okay, so we need to go back to the save room just to be on the safe side. gonna use an ink ribbon to save, I think. Because I think we've done enough where I don't really want to... Uh-oh. That hunter was glued to Jill. Just seconds from attacking, I'm sure. It's a good thing they don't know how doors work. Alright, we definitely don't need the ammo disc, so I'll put that away. And I'm just going to bring my shotgun again. Because I would not like to be in a situation where I want it and I don't have it. Shotgun and 28 shells. Actually, 32 with the ones inside the gun already. And we might as well also take a first aid spray. Oh, and we don't need the metal object either. Alright, I like the way that looks. Let's get a ink ribbon. Whoa. Not sure how that happened. That was a double click. Okay. Alright, we are moving. Ink ribbon goes back in, and yeah, that leaves us with 4 slots free. But now where are we gonna go? Oh right, I wanted to check this out, okay. Hopefully the hunters will be nice to me, but we did just save, so not that big a deal. Jeez. Oof. We're in caution, but I'm gonna heal and go into this door and see if this works. Obviously the hunter is to the right of the door, but maybe if we use this, if we go through the door and back out, he'll be magically behind us instead of in front of us. Nope. That's what we call the opposite of luck. Oh, that was gnarly. So he pulled his claw back and primed it before he lunged forward. So I think that was I'm glad I saved. Maybe that's an instant kill attack from them or something. That's brutal. I mean, I'm glad we got to see it. It was pretty cool, but the way the blood just splurted out of Jill's neck, that was pretty uncool for Jill. Old boxes and stepladders lie neglected. I don't think I read that when I was in here before. Okay, let's try this one more time. So doing the same method to avoid the zombie that was here does not work because he's to the right. But yeah, hunters are very fast. Yeah, it looked like he primed it there, but we were already way past him by the time that was anywhere close to coming off, so this went pretty smoothly. Helmet key, nice. And okay, there is still one more door we need. Or two or more. I don't know why I'm so confident that there's only, I was thinking if there isn't one, there's 2, I guess. And as soon as we step onto this floor, these walls start closing in to crush us. And they do not stop when we leave. But hopefully they'll... Yeah, nothing. Can we examine some of this? A picture of a mother and child. Upon closer examination, the left-hand side looks like someone's face. Oh, that is kind of creepy. You can kind of see that. It looks a little, looks kind of like a skull, actually. Creepy. Alright, so we can't go through a door here, but we can go through this, which puts us on the other side of the wall. And there's a statue here and a button. There's a switch here, press it. Alright, so I forgot this was this room, so I immediately rushed out onto the floor, which kind of delayed it a little bit, but the objective here is to push the statue. across the ground, and even though it is very scary at first, especially if you've already died from this by accident, the statue does stop it. It causes Jill to very painfully clip her hand through the wood there. Alright, and because we now know that there's a switch on the other side here, we're going to press that and then run as fast as we can back. And then push this to the left, and if we're quick enough, we are. I gave this puzzle a lot more credit. When I first did this, I thought this puzzle was much more difficult than it actually is, because what I thought you had to do was push it to the left on the pedestal and then push it forward into the recess, but the game just automatically does that for you. So it took me a lot of attempts, because I would start to push it and get really close to getting onto the square, and then I would say, oh, but I don't have time to get off it, go around, and then push this way, so I would just stop and retry again, but it's a little bit easier than that. Another dagger for us. Nothing to examine. There's a hole at your feet. You can't see very far into it, though. Go down. I think we will. There's a book on the ground which is called Eagle of South, Wolf of North. It's called The Last Book, Volume 1. Let's examine it. Has a neat little bird. Actually, this is a gorgeous binding for this book. I'd love to have this on my bookshelf. A medal was hidden inside the book. It's a medal of an eagle. There's nothing unusual. Found inside The Last Book, Volume 1. Is there a special way to use it? This is Resident Evil, so I'm sure that there is. So that's just going to chill in our inventory for a little bit. November 29th, 1967. I can't get out. I've tried every possible way to escape, but only to be faced with the reality that I'm trapped. I've been everywhere. The laboratory with the large glass tubes filled with formaldehyde, and those dark, wet, and eerie caves. What can I do? At first I didn't want to believe my eyes, but that familiar high-heeled shoe in the corridor, it was like reflex. One name came to my mind. Jessica. I don't want to believe they share the same fate as me. No, I can't give up hope. I have to hope they're alive. November 30th, 1967. I haven't had anything to eat or drink for the past few days. I feel like I'm going crazy. Why is this happening to me? Why do I have to die like this? I was too obsessed with designing this ghastly mansion. I should have known better. November 31st, 1967. It was a dark and damp underground tunnel and another dead end, but even in the darkness something caught my eye. Carefully I lit the last match I had to see what it was. A grave, but deeply engraved into the stone was my name, George Trevor. At that instant it all became clear to me. Those bastards knew from the beginning that I'd die here, and I fell right into their trap. But it's too late now. I'm losing it. Everything is becoming so far away. Jessica, Lisa, forgive me. Because of my ego, I got both of you involved in this whole damn conspiracy. Forgive me. May God justify my death in exchange for your safety. George Trevor. That's such a funny, it's a very classic literature sounding twist. Like, I could totally imagine reading some 1800s horror story where someone is going through is lost in these tunnels underneath a mansion, because mansions are it's always a mansion. And then he finds a grave and he lights his last match, and it's his name, and that's the big twist that ends the story. Pretty good. A name is carved into the small gravestone. George Trevor. There's a switch. Press it. Well, it's too bad he didn't find the switch to press, or else we'd... But I guess Jill's just too smart. I guess it was probably the fact that he hadn't eaten or drinking water in days. And we are now in the basement floor of the mansion, which, as you can see, is linked to the kitchen, actually. And we have more spiders to deal with, but they're pretty passive. Except that one, which just vomited. Inside the cardboard box lies the discarded shell of a molting spider. I was about to say there's 100% something to pick up there, and it's more shotgun shells, putting us up at 38. Oh, he dropped down. Hello. That was kind of scary. Oh, jeez. And we are now wounded. Good thing we brought a first aid spray. Oh, there's something else I'm missing here. You know what? I hate spiders. Ouch. It really takes 3 shots. The spiders have the same HP as a hunter. That's kind of annoying. That's fine, though. Okay, I think we killed that one in 2. I didn't want to leave this room incomplete, unsearched. Maybe I passed something when we entered. Yeah, the spider really doesn't care. It looks like there's something shining. I think it's just the ladder, though, and the reflections there. Oh, jeez. Oh, poisoned. Are you kidding? Okay, this might need a do-over. It's not that, oh, it's right there. How did I miss that? A map of Mansion's basement. Just gave us access to looking at, like, one extra hallway. Yep, that's what we needed. Well, let's hopefully Jill doesn't die. But it's of my own doing. Not being smart enough to just grab that on my way back. And it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if we, oh, that's nice. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if we did die, because that way I wouldn't have to waste the shotgun shells, but I think we'll be okay. Look at that, we're fine. Shucks. Well, good thing we have a lot of these. Although we did have to use 2 of them in quick succession here. It looks like the power supply for the elevator. The main fuse is blown out. Switch over. The power supply appears to be functioning again. Very obviously the goal is just to get into this area, but it's still surprising that we didn't need an item for that or something. Go ahead, grab me. Oh, well, I didn't mean actually grab me. Jeez, how quickly we ran out of... Okay, that's all our knives, I think. This was not the smoothest little segment here. And we're missing an item. Oh, handgun magazine. Okay, I'm happy with that. Very happy with that even. And now look at us. We're back in the kitchen. Oh, hello. Okay, I'm not gonna get grabbed by this guy. This room is way too big. Okay. Now I'm good to just run around the table. I probably, if I got grabbed by that enemy in this room, I probably would have just stopped the recording and then uninstalled the game. Because that's what I would deserve. And now we're finally able to use this elevator. And this room has quite a few nooks and crannies. Oh, hello. Oh, I did have another dagger. I'm probably just gonna blast this. Oh. Well, good thing there's some healing herbs. Speaking of which, we're in danger, so. nice, another headshot. And another green herb to spare. And a red herb, nice, we can combine that in case things get hairy again. Go ahead and reload. Wouldn't be surprised if the zombie is gonna get up again. The knob is broken, it doesn't look like it'll open. There's an oriental scroll on the wall, but the picture on it is Western style. That's interesting. Also, I love this moth and how much it sticks out with its outline. Kind of looks, just looks interestingly cell shaded compared to everything else. Okay, here's a room. Oh, I wanted to see if I could examine that sconce there, but I could not. In here we have acid shells. Oh, our inventory's looking real full. Shotgun shells, which thankfully will not take up another slot. And the battery. And oh good, a battery pack. The shelf is full of dust-covered props and a deer trophy. And that's everything in here. And it doesn't look like we're missing anything here. Although there's red on the elevator, which is interesting. Maybe that's just to let you know that there's an elevator there. I don't think there's an item in the elevator that we missed. And we unlocked this door, and where will this take us? Very curious about that, because I don't 100% remember. Oh, it's right here. Awesome. So the problem with this room, as you might remember, is that there's a crimson head in it, and I kind of want to go to the Indiana Jones trap room to see if we have the key for that. But I don't want to go that way, so I'm going to go the long way around instead. Before we, because I don't think we need to do much else. The battery was definitely the biggest get to there, so yeah, I'm going to go that way. Oh, no, not this way. It'll actually be good because that way I can stock up and save as well. And there is a hunter in that room, but he was off to the right somewhere. We didn't have to worry about him. And there's another hunter right there. I think I saw in the corner of my screen, so that we need to get past. Oh, just swiped my shins there. Just a freeze frame on the hunter's butt. I went through that door. Oh, there's the crimson head. I didn't think he'd be that close. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to. Do we have a healing item on us? I think we do, because I combined the red and green herb. Yeah, alright. I'm just gonna immediately hold up and to the right and hope for the best. And it actually worked. Phew, okay. We haven't been having too great a luck with enemies this run, so I'm glad the Crimson Head at least was kind to us. I also hope this trip was worth it, because it would kind of suck if we don't have the key to this door yet. And we might not. You use the helmet key. There's no further use for this key. Discard. Awesome. Really, finding the keys and knowing where to take the keys has really been, I've been a big fan of that. Oh, I don't want to be here yet. So I'll tell you what, we just hit 30 minutes, so I even talked about how I wanted to restock, but I just completely blanked and just moved past that hunter, so I'm gonna go back to the save room do what I need to do there so I can get some space in my inventory for stuff we have to pick up here. And then I'll save and I'll come back here, and that's where the next video will pick up. So, as always, thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourself, stay safe, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.